A dramatic arrest after a police officer is run down by a fleeing criminal. A mum's terror as her young daughter leaps from a train.
She's only 4 and she's on the platform by herself with strangers.
Also, Coles found guilty of lying about its freshly baked bread. Plus, Jim Steins' family unveils a lasting tribute to the AFL legend. And the moment of truth just hours away for the Socceroos.
Live from Melbourne, this is 7 News with Peter Mitchell.
Good evening. First tonight to breaking news, and a policeman has been injured after being run down by an enraged driver in Bwater in Melbourne's east. Kate Jones joins us now. Kate, what happened?
Well, Peter, they were certainly dramatic scenes that unfolded around 4 o'clock this afternoon at a house in Bwater Road. Police were responding to noise complaints when it's alleged a man at the house flew into a rage. Police say that he jumped into a car with a young girl and drove at a male police officer who was standing nearby. He hit him and pushed him into a stationary vehicle. He then drove into a police divvy van, ramming it. The girl managed to get out of the car, but the man refused to get out, and so police had to spray him with capsicum spray. He was then arrested. The police officer involved, fortunately, escaped with minor injuries, although he did leave the scene in an ambulance. The man at the centre of the rampage is currently being interviewed by police, but faces some serious charges. Peter.
Thanks very much, Kate. A 4-year-old girl has been left alone and terrified on a station platform after leaping from a train as the doors closed. 7 News has obtained exclusive pictures of the child surrounded by strangers and in danger of falling onto the tracks.
It's nothing short of terrifying. In a split second, 4-year-old Gemma jumped from the train and onto the crowded platform. Her frantic mother...
I think that's the Socceroos, and Pete, certainly there'll be some bleary-eyed people showing up for work tomorrow morning.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mia. Gun battles have erupted on the outskirts of Baghdad as Australians caught in the capital prepare to flee. More next. Residents return to a town destroyed by twin tornadoes. Also, doctors warn of the hidden heart risks for older women.
And there's a chilly night ahead. I'll have the details a little later.
Islamic militants fighting for control of Iraq are battling for a key city just 60 kilometres from Baghdad. If they gain control, it's feared the extremists will have a launching pad for a full-out assault on the capital.
Traffic is busy on the streets of Baghdad, but so are security forces, checking for rebel infiltrators, weapons and car bombs. This one just yesterday.
Those over 45 are advised to get a heart health check. Tineke Everard, 7 News.
2 police officers have faced court accused of assault and perverting the course of justice. That's ahead in 7 News. Also, a war hero's generous gift to the nation, and the Melbourne mum who's lost half her body weight. Two police officers have fronted court after allegedly assaulting a man and falsely claiming he rammed their squad car during a pursuit. Senior Constable Kieran Atkin and Constable Brennan Roberts are accused of attempting to pervert the course of justice. Atkin is also charged with assault and dangerous driving. Both officers have been suspended as they await their next court appearance in August. The Abbott government can now call a double dissolution election after the Senate blocked a bill linked to the carbon tax. But Liberal Deputy Julie Bishop says that doesn't mean the trigger will be pulled.
Parliament House disappears beneath an impenetrable fog. What becomes clear is that the government doesn't want an early election.
There have been 28 eyes.
The upside of the arson attack is that it's given Michael a new outlook on his music. Disgraced jockey Danny Nikolic could face jail after being accused of lying to a court. That story's next. Also, a Hollywood star's campaign to save the Great Barrier Reef. And a terrifying car smash caught on camera. Disgraced jockey Danny Nikolic could be facing a prison term after being accused of lying to a court. It's alleged the suspended rider committed perjury when he blamed his dead uncle for crashing his car 2 years ago.
Danny Nikolic's bumpy ride continues. The jockey, who's been suspended from racing, is now in trouble with the law. He fronted court this...
The dollar is currently buying 93.3 US cents, and that's your money for a Wednesday.
Tonight's sport is next with Tim Watson.
Thanks, Mitch. Coming up after the break, an injury blow for the Socceroos as we preview tonight's big World Cup clash against the Netherlands. Also, a star Bulldog tells us about his latest injury setback. And coming spinner. But what exactly is Murali doing in Aussie colours?
The Sport Report is brought to you by Toyota Means Business.
Welcome back. The Socceroos have suffered a blow just hours out from their do-or-die World Cup clash against the Netherlands. Melbourne Victory captain Mark Milligan has pulled out with a hamstring injury, but the Aussies will be buoyed by their excellent record against the Dutch.
The Socceroos were in sync at their final training session, and they'll need to be again against the formidable men in orange.
Sorry, Dad. Not surprisingly, Lucy will be the youngest ever competitor at a US Open, and Mitch, I think she'll probably sign her scorecard with a crown.
Yes, playing with Barbies. Thank you very much, Tim. Checking the Oz Lotto draw now. The numbers from last night are 7, 41, 1, 3, 36, 23 and 37. The supplementary is 32 and 10. Joe's next, and Joe, there's definitely a chill in the air.
Yes, Mitch, a few sunny breaks, but it's time to get the winter woolies out. I'll be back with all the details. Hello again. After a pretty cloudy day, it was nice to see a little bit of blue sky late this afternoon. We had a mild low of 12 degrees overnight, and it didn't climb much higher than 14 was our top this afternoon. At the moment, it's partly cloudy across the city and 13 degrees. On the satellite, there's low cloud over southern Victoria and the north. Slightly warmer though, with tops of 15 and 16. Showers on Monday and a bit windy as well. That's weather, Mitch. Go the Aussies.
Yes, go the Socceroos, but will we make it to 2 a.m? Thank you, Joe. And that's the way it is this Wednesday, the 18th of June. Thanks for your company. I'll be back with updates later. For now, from the 7 News team, good night.